As long as we come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwokika Abiyama must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained, that this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day Chukwu Abiyama benigwe whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth, Chukwokika Abiyama, to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace. Under our command, O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said, my name is Nnamdi Kanu.
Money is not everything. Let's fight for our freedom. For our freedom is right. Papa.
If you pay attention to this very wonderful piece of music, he said, Okwamaki, fear go, that money is not everything. Let's first fight for our freedom. For our freedom is our right and our pride. Pay attention as we listen to this very wonderful music before we move into the main topic that has brought us this very evening. You are highly welcome, my wonderful people of Biafra, and of course, lovers of freedom. Sabotua sini na simunu wepa ke weno fetu pogala kamado na kwa miliru no ya makachono nchani na aro. All of you working for the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom Nigeria, pretending to be Biafra agitators and freedom fighters. Asimunu wepa ke weno fetu pogala kamado makana mili alulelu. Oya munu guo.
Makano panupoko Opa kichiria Abona bosomu Ona yukuchikona kana Asi maburo kuno mare Ya buru biharu Namogara pala namu Sorondi bozo Opa no maketo Money is not everything. Let's fight for our freedom. For our freedom is our right. Papa mo baramsi. Nabia fra balamo. Iya buna nemene. Kambu paraya no. Makano jife wata winyakaye. Akalobe ilo leseya. Oye wife wapara nifeya. Nkabu paruko. Biafra is my life. Biafra, and we must go back to our land. Can you get the one who took us today? If I would get married 4 years ago, Gonna jump in there, Bongo Rodira Kumi Kahala. Mano, yes, no, Baba Naibu. Westy not to one Nigeria. Yabiko Solo Gausa, Gausa, Kano Zero one neighbor. Makanobu Gausa, as a good governor is. Not that you tap on the house of woman.
Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, depending on your location and your time zone. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world. You are highly welcome to this very live presentation, reaching you all the way from the studio of Biafra Unite channel/television. Today's date is, of course, 11th of April 2026. And the time right now is exactly 44 minutes past 7 p.m. in the land of Chukwokika, Biama. Wherever you're watching or listening from, it is 44 minutes top of the hour, irrespective of your location and your time zone. So this is your live broadcast, of course, from your brother Mazi Odinanwa, reaching you all the way from studio of Biafra Unite channel/television. I welcome every one of you. Please, once you are here, endeavor to welcome others, for we have come to do the needful this very evening. I can see your names in the comment section. Please, I welcome every one of you. We have to move with speed without any further hesitation or even more preambles. Do the needful wherever you're listening or watching from. We are live on 3 different platforms. Please do the needful by liking and, of course, sharing the program, that every other person may be able to join this very broadcast live and direct this very evening. I am not going to waste your time. Rather, I will go straight to the main topic, that not even the main topic, to the topics that have brought us here this very evening. We have a lot to treat this evening, but I will make sure that they are all brief, because the very last topic is the main topic that has brought me here this evening. The very last topic that we'll be treating, towards the end is going to be the main topic, and it is very, very critical. In fact, this is something that is happening live now, going by the title of this very program, which I have titled Imminent Disaster. Only the release of Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa can stop. This very title is our main topic this evening, and there are some current happenings within Igbo communities or within Biafrans, especially Biafrans across the globe. So it is a disaster that, that is imminent. And the only solution, the only thing that will stop this very disaster from happening is the release of Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. And you know what that means. Once they are released, of course, that is the Biafra that we are talking about. Be rest assured. So it is a disaster. Great disaster is about to happen to Biafran people. In fact, not is about to, it is already happening, because the videos which we have already, the videos that I have here this evening, which I will be playing for you moving forward, is enough to show every one of you, to prove to every one of you that there is a problem. I just realized, or not I just realized, I just remember right now that today is Saturday, but I'm sorry if my program is going to disrupt anybody from whatever they are planning to do today. But we have to move forward, because it is very, very, very necessary that we do this program this evening without waiting till tomorrow. Very, very, very important. So, regardless of people's plans or, activities, we have to do this program this evening. It is extremely important, because this very disaster that is already happening to Biafran people, if left unchecked, if it's not nipped in the how do they say that? It has to be nipped on the bud. Correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. If it's not taken care of, I want to assure you, we are going to find ourselves in a very big mess in the nearest future. So this is the time for us to deal with it, and we are going to deal with it mercilessly and ruthlessly. And let me tell you all, the release of Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa is going to be a step into the right direction in order to end or to stop this very imminent disaster, or this very disaster happening already in the life of the Biafran people across the globe. So I have some video clips which I'll be playing for you, to especially the main topic that we'll be treating this evening. And I want every one of you to pay very good attention. Please endeavor to let everybody to know that we are live and direct. I see your names in the comment section. Please pardon me. We came a little bit late. I wanted to start this very program exactly 7 p.m., but we are already 40 minutes late. So we have to continue without any further hesitation or more preambles. Now, I'm going to play a few videos which are not our main topic, but it is very, very imperative to touchlight them. We need to touch them because we are concerned with those videos and those issues. So we have to touch them and treat them without wasting any time. And we are going to begin with this.
Good day, South Africans, traditional leaders. My name is Chief Solomon Obonna Eziko. I would like to sincerely apologize to Kunkani Jong-ol Sandile, the Amakakabwe Osa Kingdom, the traditional leaders of South Africa, the people of Gompo, and all South Africans. I am sorry for the confusion and concern caused by the event that took place on 14th March 2026 in East London. I want to make it clear I was not crowned as a king. I am not a king. I do not claim to be a king. What happened on that day was only my appointment as a senior elder in the Igbo community in the Eastern Cape. I does not give me any authority as a king or traditional leader. I respect His Majesty Kunkani Jong Ol Sandila Vrende, and I recognize his authority. I also respect all traditional leaders and the law of South Africa. It was never my intention to disrespect the people, the leadership, or the country of South Africa. I take full responsibility for the misunderstanding, and I am truly sorry. I support all effort to restore peace, understanding, and unity. I humble ask for forgiveness. Everyone affected. Thank you.
All right. Okay, we are going to take it off from here. You see, the reason why I do not want to pause to speak, pause and analyze is because this shouldn't have been a case in the first instance. You know, it shouldn't have been a problem. First of all, I want to blame this man publicly. Why am I blaming him? There are two reasons I'm going to blame him. The first reason is because we, the Igbo people, understand what happened, what he did. We know that he is not a traditional ruler in South Africa. And him becoming a Zendi Igbo in South Africa does not give him the authority to, to rule the South African people, or even to come back here in Igbo land here and attend any traditional rulers, meeting. He's not there. He's not a king. But we know what our people usually do when they live in abroad. They think they make money. They crown themselves as Igbo kings in their respective host communities or nations. So this is it. So why I blame him first is because as he did that he did, he shouldn't have allowed it to be blown out of proportion. He shouldn't have done the massive coronation that led to the entire nation, that led to the social media to go into oblivion. He shouldn't have done it. It should have been something you do, just normal get together within you and your people, gather together, few number of people that you are going to invite, you do it and then case closed. Then if there's any case within Igbo people around your community, they come to you and you settle the case within your own Igbo people. It's not something that you should be doing coronation and then you're posting on social media, this and that, and then attracting, hate and attracting the reaction of the South African people. You shouldn't have done it. This is you know very well that you are not a king. Even though you come from a royal family in Igbo land, as long as you are living in abroad, you cannot be a king in abroad. You can't. You can't. There's no way you can't. If you want to maintain the royal kingship, maybe you are the first son of your father, and your father was a king before he joined his ancestors. You have to relocate. You have to come back home to take over the leadership, to take the mantle. You cannot lead your people from abroad as an Igbo traditional ruler. It's not possible. That is not our culture. So anybody doing Igbo king, Igbo Ezendi Igbo na nka, Ezendi Igbo na nka, you should know your limit. Whatever you are doing, you must do it within your house there. Don't let it to go out there in order to attract hate and the reactions of the host nation or community. That is the first blame I am raining on him. The second blame is that this apology he came here to render now, today, 11th of 4th, something that happened since. He should have come earlier, that same day that he noticed that this thing is going out of hand. He should have come immediately to tender this apology, and then case closed. The matter ends there. The apology would have made more sense and clarify a lot of things if it happened as quick as possible that same day. That is the second blame that I'm laying on him. Then number 3 now is generally. It's a general thing. When you look at this man, even the way he spoke, he was reading something that was written to him by someone, and he's not clear. So how do you make a leader? How do you make a leader? This is the problem that we are passing through in Africa today. You make people who are incompetent, you make them leaders. If you listen to the way the man sounds, you see that he is completely out of it. He's not, he has nothing like leadership in him. He may be a rich man, he may be a billionaire in South Africa, he may be a wealthy guy, but being a rich man does not make you a leader. There is what we call leadership spirit and leadership qualities. If you do not have it, forget it, you are not a leader. It's not about age. It's not by age. Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of Biafrans today, or leader of IPOB today. He's not the oldest Igbo man. He's not the richest Igbo man. He's not the oldest Igbo man. So leadership is not something you get through riches or because of your wealth. This is the problem we have in Africa today. Once you are a rich man, you're a billionaire, immediately you become a leader. That is why Africa is being plunged into crisis. Because the leaders have no clue of what leadership is all about. This man is not sound enough to lead anybody. Apart from his immediate family members, he has no quality. The way he's not clear. Like he's not clear at all. A small speech of 1 minute or 2 minutes, you have to write it before you come out to render it. It doesn't make sense. So this is for general, public. You don't make people leaders because of their wealth. That is that. I'm not going to dwell on this. I'm not going to waste my time on this. Let us move because we have a lot to treat this evening. And the main topic is something that nobody would want to miss. So, my people, of course, we are moving to right direction. And let us see this first. I have a message for somebody. This very program is not planned. As of yesterday, I wasn't planning to come live this evening, right? So, but because of the event that has been unfolding since yesterday, it became very, very imperative, for me to come live this evening. So I want everyone to pay attention. This is from Chinasa Nworu. But before we get there, let us first of all listen to a video that he posted and now made the write-up. So I'm going to play this video and then read the write-up of Chinasa Nworu. After reading his write-up, I will then, speak. I will then analyze it. I will say what I want to say, and then we'll move immediately because we have the main program, the main topic that has brought us here this evening, which concerns every Biafran all over the world. Now, pay attention to this.
The Sunday Igboho struggle you are saying is funded by Tinubu. Yes. Because the problem at that time was that Tinubu was having issue with Buhari up north. They weren't good.
First and foremost, I want to let us know that Omo Eleshowore is an insider. As long as Nigerian politics is concerned, he's an insider. Even though he's not APC member or PDP member, he's an insider. He knows in and out. He knows everything that is happening in Nigerian politics. So for him to come outside to make this bogus claim or allegation, that means he knows exactly what he's talking about. Don't take it for granted. Don't take this allegation for a joke. If he tells you that Sunday Igboho's agitation was funded by Tinubu, do not take it for a ride. And if you look at the event that has, taken place, you see that he's not far from truth. How comes when this man, Tinubu, became president, Sunday Igboho did not only drop the agitation, but he was also pushing Nnamdi Kanu to take a bribe, just like him, to negotiate to drop Biafra and accept APC to work with Tinubu. And he did not end there. He quickly joined APC because if he was a freedom fighter and was not funded by Tinubu, even though you want to soft pedal because your brother now is the president, you cannot join the same politics that has killed your own people over the years. You can't join the same politics that has destroyed your people, destroyed your land, and the lives of your people. You can't join that same politics. You can soft pedal, you can go exile on your own, decide to take it easy, or probably you must have been advised by your elders to take it easy since your own brother is in power. You can do that, as a Yoruba man, or not a Yoruba man, as Sunday Igboho. You can do that as Sunday Igboho, not as a true freedom fighter, but as Sunday Igboho, you can do that. Maybe after Tinubu is finished, you may come back in full force, as somebody really for a target, which is as somebody that has something that he's targeting, not an outright freedom. Maybe the freedom you are shouting, Oduduwa nation now, Yoruba nation now, maybe is for the best. Maybe you are fighting for a better life for your people under Nigeria, not truly or genuinely outright freedom, just like Biafrans and Nnamdi Kanu is fighting. Because if P2B becomes president tomorrow, we will continue doing what we are doing because we do not have any attachment with zoo politics. We don't care who is the president. So as Sunday Igboho, you would have done that. But no, he didn't do it. He dropped the agitation completely and joined politics. So Omo Eleshowore, not really far away from the reality. But this is not the main thing. Pay attention.
The Sunday Igboho struggle you are saying is funded by Tinubu. Yes. Because the problem at that time was that Tinubu was having issue with Buhari up north. They weren't going to accept him as a candidate. And he looked at it and said, I helped you guys to get to power. You guys don't want my candidacy. I'm going to tell the Yoruba people to leave. He started funding them. They have not denied it. So, Buhari being who he is, came and tried to kill Sunday Igboho. Without informing the governor of Oyo State, they brought a special forces from Abuja to come and kill Sunday Igboho. Sunday Igboho was in that house that day, but he was hiding. Before they came back, he had jumped the fence. Even when he was in Benin Republic, he had injuries that they were hiding from you. And he left that night. He left Nigeria that night. They wanted to kill him so that Tinubu will know that they are not playing. That's what happened. So Tinubu had to retreat. because it was based on their own security intelligence that Buhari Tinubu was behind them. But they had already achieved what he wanted to achieve, which was to scare the Buhari people to know that he has the capacity to disrupt the country. And you know, an average Northerner, with due respect to them, their issue is unity. If you want to appeal to the North, just say that unity, no wala. Anybody that discusses anything other than unity is the enemy of the North.
All right. Now, this is the time to send a very important message to some criminal elements who portray themselves as freedom fighters. If you look at this very tweet, it's coming from Chinasa Nworu. He's the one that shared the video that you just watched right now. Okay? So,
the Sunday
on that
struggle you
on
are
top
seeing
of
is
that video, you can see
funded by Tinubu.
This is the video here. So on top of the video, he made a write-up, and I want to respond to him based on the write-up he made, based on the tweet. I want to respond to him. Now, Chinasa Nworu, I know you are listening. You don't miss my program, I know. Even if it takes me 1 year to come live, you don't miss it. Now, Chinasa Nworu, I want you to listen and listen very, very attentively. I'm not going to go into battle with you because you're a defeated moron. So I'm not going to analyze you because you don't want it. You have been defeated. You and your criminal gang of DOS have been defeated. Nnamdi Kanu has abandoned you. He has completely disassociated himself from you, just as the same way Mazi Samanekpa disassociated himself from the criminal groups that splitted the Brigade struggle and took their lion shares. So, Nnamdi Kanu has absolutely nothing to do with the DOS. We have known this long ago, many years ago. It did not happen today. But this time around, in Ekpa Nnamdi Kanu pụtalụ na court wee sị ndị Rising Sun go and do fundraising. It is now clear like a day. It's clear like a day. It's now very, very clear, even to a layman, even to the biggest fool in the world. It is very clear to all and sundry that Nnamdi Kanu has nothing to do with the shameless DOS. Because there is no way DOS that supposedly be the anchor, the arrowhead, the leadership of IPOB. There's no way Nnamdi Kanu will abandon DOS and order Rising Sun to go and do fundraising. It should have been conducted by the DOS. It is very clear to everybody. If you don't know it, you want me to come back and begin to analyze it again. It doesn't make sense now. Let us tell ourselves the truth. It doesn't make sense. So Chinasa Nworu, the defeated moron, made a tweet, and this thing just a couple of days ago, like 2 or 3 days ago, he said, Biafrans, kindly connect the dots. Pay attention, my people. He said, Sunday Igboho's agitation for Duduwa Nation was financed by Tinubu, and the situation is now quite evident, which is what Omoele, based on what Omoele Showore said. Now, pay attention, my people. He went on to say, Chinasa Nworu went on to say, remember Ekperima. Now, this is where I'm coming from. He said, remember Ekperima collaborated and worked closely with Igboho and his team. And they were all attacking and targeting IPOB and the DOS. During those periods, they were also attacking P2B. During those periods, they were also attacking P2B. So, first of all, meaning that DOS and Chinasa Nworu criminal organization want support P2B fully to become the Nigeria president. So they have interest in Nigeria politics. We, the genuine Biafran freedom fighters or agitators, whatever you may call us, We don't care about the zoo politics. We have no business with the zoo politics. We don't care about P2B. P2B unalived Igbos in Anambra State and dumped their bodies in a zoo river. He didn't even give the chance for the families to bury their loved ones. No chance, no opportunity. He dumped their bodies in a zoo river. They decomposed in the river, and that is it. So how can I look at such a murderer who even came back in 2023 to boast with this atrocity that he committed against Biafrans as the governor of Anambra State back then? He came in 2020, he used it for campaign. He said, I dealt with them when I was a governor in Anambra State. So how do you think I will not deal with them as a president? He boasted because somebody called on a live program to ask him question. He said, I dealt with them when I was a governor. Now, this is for P2B. The idiot went on to say, the criminal said, remember, Berima collaborated and worked closely with Iboho and his team. And they were all attacking and targeting IPOB and the DOS. There was no any time that we fought IPOB. We are all IPOB. How can I fight myself? How can I fight myself? The problem was not IPOB, because IPOB is a nation. It's all of us. We are all IPOB, including my Simon Ekpa is more IPOB than them. Oh yes, Mazi Simon Ekpa is more IPOB than them, because who administered oath for Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko? It was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself. So he was more IPOB than them. You understand? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu administered oath for Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko, which they acknowledge it too, but they say, hey, it was because he wanted to interview Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's why he has to take oath. So other people that like that Rudolph that interviewed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the first instance, so he took oath to interview him. That woman that interviewed him in United Kingdom took oath. What about the other man from is he from Kenya or from Uganda? Can somebody remind me the name of that man in the comment section? There's that man that interviewed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lastly before he was kidnapped in Kenya. What's the name of that man that interviewed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Either he's from Kenya or from Uganda. Can somebody remind me? Help me in the comment section, please. I'm looking at the comment now. I'm looking at the comment section. I want to see if there's anyone catching up with what I'm saying. There's that man that interviewed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Usually do program on Facebook. The man is fat. He's fat. Masenga. Thank you, Alasaka. Is he Mansega? Is he Mansega or Masanga? His name is Masanga. That very man. Did he take oath to interview Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? So why should Mazi Simon Ekpa take oath to interview him? He's not the only Igbo man that has interviewed him. The woman that interviewed him in UK is an Igbo woman. Rudolph himself is an Igbo man. Do they take oath? So forget the allegations and all that. There's no way we can fight ourselves. We are all IPOB. That is the reason why when they try to, make it as if it's a fight between Autopilot and IPOB. No. We will continue to call ourselves Autopilot IPOB because we know who we are. You understand? So when Mazi Simon Ekpa, when we want to address the DOS, when they now try to collaborate the name as their name, just like some group of criminals now trying to collaborate the name that we all voted and adopted for ourselves. United States of Biafra. Some criminals are trying to collaborate the name to become as if Nadem get them. As if it's a name of a government, while it's a name that we all voted for ourselves to adopt. So when criminals are working, this is how they operate. They try to put it on you. They try to make you look like a fool. Like they try to change the narrative to control your mind. You understand? So IPOB, we never for one single day fought against IPOB. Never for one day. We are all IPOB. So how could we fight IPOB? DOS is not IPOB. DOS is just a group of people. It's just like an organization, a leadership organization within IPOB. Inside IPOB, they still have to follow the rules and regulations of IPOB, even though they are the leadership. Are you paying attention? They are not the rules. DOS is never the rule of IPOB. They have to follow the rule of IPOB. IPOB is a nation, is a people. You may even go as far as calling it an organization, but it's not an organization. But even if you call it an organization, it is not DOS. It is indigenous people of Biafra. So you try, when these people are working, they try to control your mind. We never fought IPOB. My Simon Ekpa has never for one day fought IPOB. Even when he want to give them that name, because they try now to claim it as if they are the owners of IPOB. We still call them IPOB Nigeria. Not the real IPOB, the one we are. Not the real IPOB, the one Nnamdi Kanu leads. I call them IPOB Nigeria. Whenever you hear him speak that way, he's talking about DOS. That is reality. So now, he went on to say, I feel joyful today as the truth and being as truth are being revealed. You can grasp the link between those who collected funds in the name of IPOB leadership from Sheyi Tinubu, then proceeded to extort and blackmail IPOB leadership. Now, Osi Okuru here that na Maz Ekperima collaborated and worked closely with Igboho and his team. So that means he's trying to say that, and he went on to say, you can now connect the dot, right? Look at it. He said, Biafrans kindly connect the dot. So he's trying to say here that Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko also collected money from Tinubu, and the Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko is working for Tinubu. That is what Chinasa Nworie is trying to say. But let me make it clear today before we move forward, because I'm not going to take my time here. This is the person who wrote this is completely an irrelevant individual, a dead man walking actually. So now, in the first instance, Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko never for one day being the one that brokered the deal of collaboration between the Biafran people and the Oduduwa people. Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko was not there in the picture. He was never there. He was not in the meeting. Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko was not the one that started the collaboration or the link up or the teamwork. No way. It was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It was Mazi. Is it not the same time they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that they arrested Igboho in Benin Republic? Is it not the same period? Not be the same time? Or is it not after then that Mazi Simon Ekpa started doing things? Is it not after then, after 2021? Is that not the reason why they call us 2019 freedom fighters? Agitators, 2019 agitators, COVID-19 agitators. Yes, that's the name they called us. COVID-19 agitators. By that time, Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko was never, who he became in the struggle. You understand? So the person who brokered the agreement and collaboration between the Oduduwa people and the Biafran people with Sunday Igboho being their leader was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So in other words, if you want to, properly analyze although I'm not here to analyze it, but if you want to properly analyze this place, what Chinasa Nworie is not strictly attacking Simon Ekpa. Chinasa Nworie is actually attacking Nnamdi Kanu. Chinasa Nworie is telling you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is working for Tinubu. But out of curiosity and panic, he cannot use the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Rather, he has to use the name of he has to use Ekperima. But Ekperima is not a name. So he can also refer Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as Ekperima, because Ekperima is an Igbo word. You all find a Onyori na Igbo, Ekperima. It's not the name of Simon Ekpa. So he can easily refer Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as Ekperima. Because even he himself, who has been who was a member of IPOB before then, who was an IPOB before the collaboration, knew very well the person who brokered the agreement between Biafrans and Oduduwa. He knew that it was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's not something that I have to come to remind him. He knew because he was there. You understand? He was there. He knew. So Chinas Anworu has, you know, has without shame, unequivocally labeled Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a thief. Chinas Anworu has completely, unequivocally, without hiding his feeling or mouth, labeled Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a thief, not Simon Ekpa, because Simon Ekpa never brokered a deal with Sunday Igboho. It was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that brokered a deal with Sunday Igboho. So Chinas Anworu is telling the entire Biafrans that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is working for Tinubu, because he knows. If he's a newcomer, I can say, okay, maybe he didn't know when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was, you know, collaborating with Sunday Igboho, but he was there. He knew. He knows everything. Are you paying attention now? So he's talking to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not Simon Ekpa. And if Chinas Anworu is here just day before yesterday, has no shame to come out to talk about Simon Ekpa, who has been in jail since 2024 till now, and you still claim to be IPOB leadership, DOS, and you are still there. Buramu Dobanoche, you can't day na Twitter. You should be ashamed of your generation, if you have any. Since 2024, you are still coming in 2026 April to talk about Ekperima. Whether you are talking to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or you are talking to Simon Ekpa, to write Ekperima in 2026, where the two leaders that you are referring to as Ekperima are in jail. Everything has fallen to your doorsteps. Why? What are you delaying? By the way, where is the Eastern Security Network that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left for DOS? Left in the hands of DOS. Where is this ESN? Chinas Anworu, where is ESN? If I don't go. So if I you see if I am a megan or wagon, that na no like you will continue to fall. I'm so ashamed. If I your generation any generation. If I did DOS name, fan like if fan since 2024, Simon Ekpa no name. You are here writing Ekperima. Since 2021, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu no name. You are here writing Ekperima, referring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a thief, as a criminal. While you have all the chance, all the opportunities, all the donation, all the money, everything, you have it to kickstart the agitation. Since 2021, since 2024, I mean, 2 years now along the line. 2 years, this is 2026. 2 years along the line, Simon Ekpa no name, you are here writing Ekperima. Are you not ashamed of yourself? You should go and commit suicide. Just go and commit suicide. You have killed enough. Iburu Biafrans, bua so hako, buo hagwo. Where is ESN? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left for DOS. Where is the ESN today? Where are they operating? What is their job today? What is their modus of operandi? Where are they? Fakana true fulani ne FIFA. ESN or kana true fulani ne fi. Where is the ESN? This is a simple question every reasonable human being will have to ask Chinas Anworu. Where is the ESN that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left for you? Left in the hands of DOS. Where is the ESN? Because that is the beacon of our security in the East today, in Biafra land today. That is the beacon. That is the security we are talking about. If you are talking about Biafra, you cannot talk about Biafra without ESN. You don't dare talk about freedom without ESN. So where is the ESN? Out of your sabotage, you sabotage them. You unalive them, especially their top commanders. You and Ifeanyi Ejiofor, you unalive them with Benjamin Madubugu. Where are they? Where are they? Unbelievable. You still have shame to come in 2026 to write a Birima. I'm not here to analyze you. I don't have your time. If any name, all your atrocities, we have the records. Thank God we have the record. Including my own brother Iburu, we have the record. If Kuwait, therefore Kuwait, you can no longer go home again. When the time comes, but as long as ne dendo Biafra Bia, you will suffer for it. You cash 100. You must suffer for it. You must pay for the pains that you caused Biafran people. You and Chike Dozie, you shall pay. You shall pay. Just know that you shall pay. Chinas and Woru Chike Dozie, you shall pay, whether you like it or not. Now, we move from here to another topic. The next topics I'm going to show you, I'm not going to analyze them. I'll just play the videos if I have to, and then we move, because the main topic of this very program is fire, and is something that concerns all Biafrans worldwide, all Biafrans, and is coming with video clips. Now, pay attention to this, my people. On a demark ife na-eme me abụla ọnwụ mmadụ ka esi na na-amụta ife. Yotago ka esi na ya na-amụta ife. Emewe ma ya abụla ọnwụ ka esi na na-amụta ife. Wonders shall never end. Now, I want to show us something. I want to show us something very, very important, something here. I want to show us something. This one, I'm not going to analyze it. I will just, play the video just to let you know what is going on. I'll just play the video. Because of time, I will play the video, then we'll move now. We'll then move to the main topic of the day, which is the disaster, which is already happening in our land today. Not just in our land, but against our people. This disaster is against us. Somebody write in the comment section, Chinas and Nworu, you shall pay. If you can't write Chinas and Nworu, Chike Dozie, just write, you shall pay. Just write it in the comment section. You shall pay. Everybody, whether you're watching from Facebook or YouTube, write, you shall pay. If you can put Chinas and Nworu, Chike Dozie, you shall pay. All of those two persons, they will pay. But when this they will all pay. Now, let us, of course, watch this. Are you seeing your Senate? Can you see your Senate president? You know, I made a broadcast a couple of months ago. If I'm not mistaken, that should be last year, maybe between November, December, or something, or even October. I made a broadcast. And that broadcast was about Godswill Akpabio. I told us The man is dying. Even Tinubu is better than this man in terms of health. In terms of health, upon Tinubu, the older than him. Although Tinubu is not well, Tinubu falls everywhere he goes. Odalada na South Africa. Odalada na Turkey. Kebo's Odalada, he falls everywhere he goes. Tinubu. But this man is not well. Watch the video. Ejigo diaka we kupute na moto. This is the Nigerian Senate president. This is the Nigerian Senate president. Ejiaka kupute na moto. Watch. This one today in Bayelsa. They went for this man's one late senator's burial. Igiri or whatever they call him. I don't know. I can't remember his name. They went for his burial today. This one not today matter. Watch. What? If only can you see the mouse? Are you seeing the mouse? Please say yes if you can see the mouse. Say yes in the comment. Can you see the mouse here? Look at this is the hand of Godswill Akpabio. This is the hand of this man holding him. It did not end there. Just watch. Onye nke anụnwa ji indirect way na pretend as if no na hungry on a help ya na chigoli ya dan chiki ya mana oburi for na his job is to hold him against any fall. Pay attention. If you see how they are holding him. You see? Can you imagine? Senate president. Forbid. What do I mean by a nation? Are you crazy? Of a country called the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom. Senate president. Now listen. Nobody is God. Sickness can come to anybody at any time, even when you are not expecting it. And anybody can die when his or her time comes. And the old age is something that is inevitable. As long as you live, as long as you are alive, you must age, you must get old for younger generations to come. Life is a circle. It's normal like that. That is how God created this world. But when we are talking about leadership, leadership of a country, let me use a nation because now it's not about Nigeria. Leadership of every nation is the reflection. The leaders reflect how healthy the leaders are, depends on how healthy the country or the nation will be. The health of leaders reflects on the nation. When the leaders are sick, the nation will be sick. This is not, it does not take a rocket scientist to let you understand how it works. When the leaders are sick, the nation will be sick because they cannot perform. Even though they are good people, once they are sick, they cannot perform. That is the reason why when they are critical, then the vice president or the vice prime minister or whatever will assume office as an acting prime minister or acting president. When the president is sick, critically ill, or incapacitated. That is how it works. Because you cannot govern a nation from sick bed. The nation will be sick as well. Are you paying attention? The nation will be sick. That is what is happening to Nigeria and to some other African countries, if not all. Tell me how a 90-something-year-old man, Tinubu, can be able to lead over 250 million to 300 million people in Nigeria. Tell me, how can it work? Go to Cameroon, you see what is going on there. The man is already 100 years. Go to Uganda, the other one, that one there, somebody, Museveni, he's almost 100. How do you lead a nation? Are you going to lead a nation in the grave? Eh? Go and check all the leaders in Africa. Go and check them. They are not healthy. Donald Trump is old, but he's very, very healthy, very, very articulative. When he speaks, he doesn't need your write-ups. He doesn't read. Donald Trump speaks without reading his speech from a piece of paper. He speaks off-head, and he's very, very correct and articulated. He reads, he speaks without reading. That is how it works. A very smart man. You cannot be leading a nation when you cannot stand and give a speech, 1 hour speech, without reading what is written on a piece of paper. You can't lead a nation. That means that nation is sick and nothing will work. When you cannot stand for 1 hour to address your nation, or even ordinary 30 minutes to address your nation, then you are not a leader. You are not leading. You are just a ghost. You are just a ghost. That nation only has a ghost president, not a leader. So this is the problem. And the zoo youths, the youths of the Zoological Republic, are watching all these things because they are so narrowly minded and so myopic. They will allow it to pass. They will allow it to pass. Now, because of our time, we have clocked 1 hour in this broadcast. We are going to go straight to our main topic of the day. Pay attention. Something happened that broke my heart. Something happened that broke my heart. And I saw an imminent danger. I saw a very huge, a very big problem befalling Biafrans. And I will explain it, I will analyze it and explain to you every single thing that you deserve to know. All I want is your attention. So before bringing this topic to your screen, I want you to share the broadcast. Now, I'm not just going to play this video, and I'm not just going to analyze it. There is a danger here, and there is an imminent disaster which is coming to us. I'm going to play this video, analyze it briefly the way I can, but there are other 2 videos which I'm going to play in order to prove to us that we are in danger, that there is a disaster that not just coming, but has come already. And I will tell you the reason why the politicians are enjoying the situation. Pay very good attention, my people. Remember the title of this broadcast: Imminent Disaster that only the release of Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa can stop. I will tell you why. Pay attention while we watch the video, even though you have seen it, because the video has gone viral since yesterday. Recall that Soludo was in United Kingdom to address the Anambra people in UK, and this thing happened. So I'll play this video and then I will back it up with another 2 videos that will show you that there is a danger that Igbo people, Biafrans at large, we are in trouble. And we all must come together to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa are released. If not, we are doomed. I'm telling you the truth. No matter how people try to tarnish my image, no matter how people try to, lie against me, no matter how people try to analyze me, anything I tell you, Nnamdi Kanu here today, he will tell you the same thing. Today, he will tell you the same thing. You know why? Because my heart is clean. I do not have any personal interest in this agitation, in this struggle. My interest is only one, which is the freedom of Biafra. That is the only interest that I have. Only one interest. I don't have any double interest. No. Not at all. That is the reason why anything I tell you, Simon Ekpa comes out, he will tell you the same thing. Nnamdi Kanu comes out, he will tell you the same thing, because there are two reasons. Number one, I have only one interest, which is Biafra. My heart is very clean. And number two is because I know the struggle. I know the in and out of the struggle. You understand? I know the template. Anybody you see me not working with, let me make it clear today. If you like, you go and talk whatever you like. I don't care. If you see Biafra Unite not working with anybody or any group, just know that that group is evil. Nnamdi Kanu can never have anything to do with that group. You know why? Because I have one interest, Biafra. Number two, I know the template of the struggle. So once you are not working with the template to restore Biafra, you can never see Biafra Unite there. Never. I'm telling you. You can never see Biafra Unite. I'm there. Because I know that what you are doing is not to restore Biafra. If you go about where knows the truth. When any of them ya put today, say that na the reason why inji we balo for so na chome iroko with them, but because na hand home position. Call them. Let them come out and say it and prove it with evidence. I don't need any position. Somebody called me on phone yesterday. Was it yesterday or today? I think it's yesterday, yes. Somebody called me on phone yesterday and called me. The person might be listening, watching this program. He called me. The first thing he called me is Minister of Information. And said, "Annam jidokwa, jido see ike. Oh, we're going to that position na pali more because there." I said, no, I'm going to say biko jido. I don't want jido. Apple ndi aji hajide see ike onwe NGM. Yotago, that is me for you. I don't need any position. Only when you put today, it's not because na home go kanjina kwe I with them. Yapota. I dare them to come out and say it. I dare them. They are listening. I dare any of them come out with your evidence. That not because in home go kanjina na roka with you. Come out. I dare you to come out to show it. Okono kam neto. I dare you, come out with your evidence. You know? So that this is me. If you see Biafra and I not working with any of these groups, know very well that they don't know what they are doing. They know what they are doing, but they are not fighting for Biafra. That is the reality. And there is no way I can set my neck. I set my neck and my head. There is no way Nnamdi Kanu will come out and work with any of them. There's no way Simon Ekpa and Joko will come out and work with any of them. I already know they have been abandoned. Simon Ekpa and Joko abandoned them. Nnamdi Kanu abandoned them. He's not working with any of them. I know the people Nnamdi Kanu is speaking to. And very, very soon you are going to see bombshell. I'm telling Biafrans today, very soon, very soon, you will see bombshell. Oh yeah, everybody vam nanya. Oh yeah, give vum nanya. They think that Biafra struggle is finished because criminals have hijacked the struggle. No. And there is something I missed to tell you when I was reading Chinas Anworu's tweet. If you see these people that when they speak one word, they cannot speak any word. They cannot finish any paragraph or any sentence without mentioning Nigeria paid agent. Anybody you see making statement, each and every statement he or she makes, they cannot finish any paragraph or a sentence without mentioning the paid agent or paid Nigerian agent. Watch that person very well. That person is the real paid agent. When they put that word to you, they try to control your mind. Because a physical example, onye zuru ori na-ebuzo atụ mmadụ aka. Anybody that steals, when you steal, you are always the first person to point finger at somebody so that they start accusing that person and then leave you alone. You are innocent. You are innocent. It will take a rocket science for them to turn back at you to say that you are the one. It will take maybe now they have to go to swear. They have to say they must swear in order to find out the truth before they can be able to know that you are the one. It has happened to me before. When you see in a group of people or in a place where something is missing and you see somebody being the first person to point at somebody, hey, you are the one that steal it. You are a criminal. You are this, you are that. That person, look at that person look at that person deeply. That person is the real culprit. I'm telling you, that person is the real culprit. So all these people, you see them, Nigeria paid agent, Nigerian paid agent. They are the real paid agent. But they will put it to you in order for you not to, accuse them or suspect them. That is how they operate. Are you paying attention? Now, listen, let us watch this. Pay attention to this.
In town hall na Abaka nke Soludo me na ejuwe town hall meeting o me ndị Anambra ndị Igbo wee ju ebe a. Mana ọ dị nka Soludo ọchị ndị udo ga-achị from Anambra wee bata London maka ndị security nọ there nọ na-agado ndị mmadụ aka n'ukwu. Ịchọọ ịjụ ajụjụ ọ ịjụ ajụjụ fana like agado gị aka n'ukwu atụpụ gị. Ụmụ onye IPOB jụọ ajụjụ si biko His Excellency ka ife na-eme maka Nnamdi Kanu. Akụrụ onye nke a agadi aka n'ukwu gapụ ya.
Are you willing to ask President Tinubu to immediately release Nnamdi Kanu and other innocent Biafrans held in various detention facilities?
Placard o wepụtara ka o gosi Soludo. Chief of Staff nara ya dọka ya.
I know that you all have watched this video because it has gone viral. That is the reason why I'm going to allow it to play in full. You understand? That is the reason why I'm going to allow it to play in full because this is not the main video that I want to play. I'm using this video to build the foundation because by the time I play the remaining two videos, you will now know where the disaster is coming from. Pay attention.
No, please. It's okay. Take them out. Take them away from here. Let the peppers out, please. They have to go.
They have chased him away. Now he's gone. And remember, the people who are chasing him are those who come from Nigeria with the Soludo. They are not UK-based Igbos or Biafrans or even Nigerians. They are not UK-based Biafrans. They are people who come from Nigeria with the Soludo for this visit. They have the guts. Oh, back I rugolo. You know, when I was watching this very video late yesterday, when I got this video, I was marveled. Now, John, and you go here. So we have gotten here. We have reached this very point that a tout from Anambra State will come with Soludo, who is a typical Agboro, who's supposed to be in OP work, collecting Agboro money. If not that he had one connection that took him to government. From there he met Obasanjo. Obasanjo made him the central bank governor. Oneba Buego stole Nigerian funds and became a billionaire. Soludo supposed to be in Osemen Market on it. From Ose to Iweka Road to Up Iweka, collecting money as Aburo. A tout, cum governor, sent his fellow touts to chase a UK citizen of Biafra descent in United Kingdom, shut them down, shut them up, and push them away. So this is how the situation has deteriorated. You know why? I'll tell you. Pay attention.
Thank you very much.
When kept up, we see okay. Now you are an engineer in England. The last time Soludo there, what promised in the Anambra 10,000 units of housing. Now this is 4 years now. Oneki Imego. Soludo felt his, intellectual integrity was put on the spot. I said, the guy, shut up. I was shocked.
What's wrong for the government to tell you to shut up? That's very wrong.
Now, this idiot this tout came from Anambra with Soludo to United Kingdom. Now, Gwazionye Julu Soludo Ajuju, shut up. In UK. And push them away. I'm going to talk to Indian Anambra. I will talk to our people. In this same broadcast. So I'm going to Anambra Noro here, the Kwankwado, especially if you are living in UK, because I won't pity you. Although I'm not here to talk to bacanize you. I'm not here to tear you apart, but I will do so. My main issue here is the disaster that has befallen to Biafran people across the globe. And the reason why it is like this, and I will show you why. I will show you reason. Pay attention.
And I asked the question, what is that? And the government need to know that it's wrong for you to say so. You just get privilege.
So the governor asked you to shut up, right?
Yes, that's very wrong.
He's sure he will shut up. When he won't spend his time, spend his transport, to get on the head, control guard you as governor. He said, shut up. So when we just say, His Excellency, one man for Soludo. Now, this gentleman felt humiliated because he told him to shut up. Could you please apologize to him?
Is me. He would ask me. If you have such questions, you know what? Write them down. If you have suggestions that you say, anytime I say the governor that you couldn't send to me, I have only one phone. I have only one phone, and that's the number I have on my WhatsApp.
The gentleman felt humiliated because you said to him, shut up. Can you address that area, please? It's okay, it's a gentleman. He's going to answer. I don't want you to get wrong. I'm not aggressive. Am I aggressive? Am I aggressive?
Even this man himself, I usually see this man once. Sometimes I do see him, speaking on Facebook. I don't know his platform, but I do see his video once in a while. And he lives in United Kingdom. He was there live. He was there. And they chased him away. Oh, what people from Anambra, see Anambra fly to Europe, to United Kingdom, to have a cordial, get together with them. They chased them in their country of residence. So when I just see, because I don't think I have to continue. Can play reach to the 11 when they chased him away, then I'll stop playing.
Or aggressive question, Kobo. His security is bigger than my canoe.
That's Soludo security, not UK police, so not UK security. Oh, so-called security Soludo Jiribia from Oka, from Nigeria. So Soludo came with Udo Gachi and India Kodo with the AVG. Yeah, guy there because someone na chandi by red. Soludo balo for flight. Fasoli ebe na UK. Biazi gadozi oni igba aka n'ukwu dọpịa n'ezi. Ndị ọzọ nọ dị agbachie nkịtị na-ene n'anya na-ene kpuu. Ọ dị ka Soludo akụlụfa ọgwụ. O nwere ọgwụ. I have to speak Igbo because ndị Anambra ka m na-agwa okwu a. O nwere ọgwụ Soludo jiri bịa. Please let me know in the comment section if my voice is coming out clear. Let me know, please, before we proceed. If you can hear me clearly, because I want to speak to Anambra people and Igbos at large. Soludo jiwebia. Did Soludo come to UK with some juju? Pay attention, please.
Chief of Staff, Ernest. Do you know how many million people that are seeing you right now? Do you know how many million people that are seeing you?
Sorry.
Okay, no, don't push me. Don't push me. Don't push me.
Then move.
Don't push me. Why pushing me? Why pushing me? Why pushing me? Why pushing me though? Why pushing me? Look at these guys. Look at this people. Why pushing me? Leave my phone. You can't touch my phone. You can't touch my phone.
Put your cameras off. You're passing.
Take my phone.
Now, I don't think I will continue with the video because I have other 2 videos I will play in order to, to get to buttress my point. Now, this man was there and he was pushed away. And there's no way he will overpower more than 5 people that came with Soludo. But he would have made noise. Apart from the noise he made, which is the social media, the video that has now gone viral on social media. He would have made noise there as a person, as a human being. He would have resisted the tyranny of Soludo. He would have resisted it there, not on social media, there. That is number 1 fault that I put on him. Not only him, including the other guy that they chased in the first place. You have to resist them. Let them be the first one to hit you, because that is what law sees. That is what the law sees. The law doesn't see who spoke first or who insult first. The law sees who hit first. You resist them. Let them be the first one to hit you. Because there's camera there. You're also live on Facebook. You were recording everything. Let them be the one that hit you first, so that law will deal with them, even though Soludo is a governor. After all, Ike Kuremadu is in jail in UK. He was the deputy Senate president in Nigeria. So whoever you are in Nigeria, you cannot come there in UK to break their own laws. There is law in United Kingdom. If you hit somebody in any part of the world, the law will begin with you. So you have to resist them. That hall is an open place. So anybody who is from or who is allowed inside that hall, maybe you are from Anambra or you are an Igbo person, you are allowed to come in there. You have the right to be there. So you can resist them. Oh yes, you can resist them. And now, how comes this tyranny is being played in the faces of our people in the United Kingdom? Everybody, pim, everybody shut their mouth, and the arm of Aquampura wune hanima for sorry, o maka obono no agent. Onwere ogu soludo juebia na UK to cow everybody, to chain everybody, to put everybody below his armpit, below his feet. Ndị Igbo nọ na UK gbachie nkịtị. Soludo came to UK to humiliate Igbo people living in UK, citizens for that matter. Because this guy, I'm sure this guy has been in UK for a very long time, and he's well known in UK for commenting on social media. So if this guy is not legally staying in UK, I think by now he must have found a way to legalize his stay in UK. So you can't humiliate him like that in a country of his residence. And he said that the other one is an engineer. You cannot be an engineer and living illegal in United Kingdom. You can't. So many of them there are almost citizens of UK. And they are all afraid of Chukwuma Soludo. They couldn't resist the tyranny. How did we get here? That is the answer. And that is the question. And we're about to get the answer. We are about to get the answer. Pay attention. So I'm not going to continue playing this video. Let me now begin to bring the other videos which we are going to use to get the answer. Remember the question, how did we get here? That is the question. And the answer is coming now. And this is UK. This thing happened in UK in the presence of many Igbo people, Biafrans, in the United Kingdom. And everybody kept silence in the presence of tyranny. Everybody kept silent at the front of tyranny. There were plenty there, more than 100 people. Everybody was silent. They couldn't rise up to the occasion. They couldn't tell Soludo, no, stop this. They couldn't tell Soludo that this country is country of law and order. You cannot come here. You cannot bring your Nigerian mentality to United Kingdom to cow us to submission in UK with your tyranny. We will not allow that. Our people kept silent, and these tyrannical tendencies of Soludo overshadowed all of them in the United Kingdom. This is unacceptable, and the question remains, how did we get there? Why I brought this very video to you now is to show you the question, which is, how did we get here? You understand? So, this thing now also happened in the United Kingdom, and is still the same. Our people who are in UK are also here in this very video that you're about to watch now. It is still our own people living in the UK. The same people, don't tell me Anambra Mobima, I don't care. The same Ndi Igbo, the same Biafra people who are living in UK about 8 to 10 years ago. They are still the same Ndi Igbo, Biafrans living in UK in 2026. They are still the same people. You understand? The same Ndi Igbo. Don't tell me whether you've come from Anambra or Imo. I don't want to hear any nonsense like that. The same Ndi Igbo. So what has changed in 2026? Is it that there is law in UK that says you cannot resist tyranny anymore? Is it the thing that changed? Is it what changed? Or is it that there is juju, there is jazz that Soludo came with that shut the mouth of everyone in that hall? So let us watch this, and then I have the second video. That second video will prove it all. Pay attention.
The agreement was that you would sit down. That's okay. They won't. Okay, sit down. Hey, wait, my friend. I will know you be afraid. Sit down.
This is Rochas Okorocha at Chatham House in London, United Kingdom. Rochas Okorocha, when he was the governor of Imo State. Rochas Okorocha came to United Kingdom as a governor, sitting governor, the same way Soludo came as a sitting governor. And you all know Rochas Okorocha. Soludo can never be more radical than Rochas Okorocha. It's not possible. Rochas Okorocha was one of the most radical human beings ever led any state in Igbo land. In fact, as a matter of fact, there is rumor, which may be truth. There is rumor that his father is a Fulani man. That's why Nnamdi Kanu calls him Rochas Okorocha. And you know, in every rumor, there's always an atom of reality in it. So, Rochas Okorocha in Chatham House, London, was disrupted by a Biafran, an Igbo Biafran. Rochas Okorocha asked him, "Do you know me?" He said, "I know you as a murderer." In his face, at his presence. Are you paying attention? This is how Igbos live. This is how Biafrans live. This is how Biafrans behave. This is in our DNA. This is our blood. So the question remains, what has changed? Pay attention.
Because he was open. You need to go white. Okay. Everyone the more it's an amount that he done one. Okay. Thank you.
Did you understand what happened there? He said, the honor life his brother, honor life his mother, honor life his kings. Do you think I will come here and start laughing with you? The man is questioning Rochas Okorocha in his face, in his presence. Do you think I will come here to laugh with you? Do you know what happened? The other people, the audience, the others who were there started clapping for the guy. You know why they were clapping for him? They were clapping for him because they supported him. They clapped for him in support for his resilience, for his brilliance, for his agility, for his doggedness, and above, to crown it all, for his wisdom and fearlessness to stand at the presence of the enemy and the tyranny, Rochas Okorocha, who are one of those unaliving young people in Nigeria, to poke at him. Poke at him. You understand? Akwole yaka. That is a Biafran for all of us. Now, pay attention while I play it from top.
The agreement was that you would sit down. That's okay. They won't. Okay. Sit down. Hey, wait, my friend. I will know you be afraid. Sit down.
He was there, proclaim his identity. Rochas asked him, where are you? Who are you? Or say, remember, Rochas asked him, Ebony Igbo, are you an Igbo man? He said, no, Bonye Biafra. He is a Biafran man. He proclaimed his identity in the front of a tyranny, in the front of a tyrant. He proclaimed his identity with the flag of Biafra. You understand? Somebody was asking Soludo, what are you doing to see the release of Nnamdi Kanu? He was not there with Biafran flag. He did not even call himself a Biafran. He was only there with the picture of Nnamdi Kanu, asking Soludo, what are you doing for his release? He did not proclaim that he's a Biafran. And that man was pushed out, chased away from the hall. But this man is here with Biafran flag, proclaiming his identity. I am a Biafran. Pay attention. Anna Korea Kanelia. Listen. Rochas na ya biko ye chel kamona get pa. Can you wait? Let us discuss one-on-one. Because Rochas Okorawosa has been embarrassed already. The guy told him, you are a murderer. He was embarrassed. Rochas Okorawosa was embarrassed as a governor in Nigeria here. You know how they are being worshipped. Once you're even ordinary local government chairman and Efe Kachukoji security aga of Uzikwe governor. Rochas was embarrassed. Listen and listen very, very attentively. Ojoya, and when me keep forget privately, can we discuss? Can I talk to you in private or say I know? Pay attention. Okay.
Thank you. Nobody that covers. You make your point. They kill my brothers and sisters in the city where you cover, and you think I'm going to come here and start laughing with you? You made a point. Sit down. So if I don't sit down, they throw you out.
You see that? He said, "Ndi otu Rochas now because Rochas mwkwando to ya. Otu Soludo si wendo to ya. The same way Soludo went with his entourage. That is the same way Rochas Okorawusa went with his own entourage. So his people asked him, you told him, you have made your point. Can you now sit down? And he challenged them immediately. If I do not sit down, what are you going to do? In United Kingdom. Remember the question. How did we get here? In the same UK that Rochas went and was challenged by Biafran people, is the same UK that Soludo went and sat on the heads of all Biafrans, all Igbos who were there and intimidated them all. Everybody kept quiet. Nobody stood up for the wise people who were asking questions. Nobody stood up for them. Nobody supported them. They were all there, moping like fools that they are, moping like idiots that they are. Their brothers who were encouraged enough to stand up and ask important questions were all intimidated and chased away, and they were all moping like useless set of animals. Listen and listen very, very carefully. And I'm 100% sure that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 people who were here 10 years ago are there in this present visitation of Chukwu Masolo Afufo Nanketa. Pay attention.
He's older than you. Sit down, respect me. Sit down. He's older than you. He's older than you. Sit down. I'm a Biafran and I speak Igbo.
Now, what I want you to understand now is that the Rochas Okorocha's thugs besieged the guy and started dragging him. But it did not end there. Those spectators who were there applauding him, clapping for him, watch. Everybody started murmuring. Everybody started shouting, talking. And it wasn't an easy scene. It wasn't an easy moment because the guy has already gathered a lot of supporters within that very facility. Within the Biafrans who were there, has already gathered supporters and everybody was starting speaking up. So it wasn't easy. Now pay attention. He resisted them in a voice here. Also, no chọrọ ịma ka no na-ajụ ajụjụ ka ọ mara ife ọ na-eme maka dị ogbugbu a na-egbu ndị be anyị n'ala Igbo. That was a golden opportunity for that young man to make history. A golden opportunity. Golden opportunity for those that supported him. A golden opportunity. And the history was made. Pay attention. Okakwechiri, how many minutes gone? Okakwechiri. And I drag here to push him away. Okwechiri. I drag you go first one now, which you all saw. Only happen from them. Mabatakwana stage. Kwechiri kwa there. And you know, if you follow the mouse, if you know Onya, who was there? Onya Abu Onyocha. These are the people that welcome Hope Rochas Okorawasa. These are them. You can see. Can you see the mouse? Can you see the mouse? They were there. These are people that hosted Rochas Okorawasa. Now listen. If not because of law, Okare Rochas Okorawasa is back hunting. Doya, and Dosasia on a stage there. If through the moment he was approaching him with that anger, this puppet here, this stooge, and this one, before we all get this one, Ogaraga, for Rochas Okorawasa message here on a stage. Let me see if I can see it. Hold on. Before they started dragging the guy, this one, first of all, went to speak to Rochas Okorawasa on the stage. This same man here. Let me see if I can see it. Yeah. Now, watch. That same man. Watch. Watch now. You see him now. This same man. So he's a puppet. He's one of the Rochas Okorawasa's stooge. You see him talking to him. Now, as he approached Rochas Okorawasa on stage directly now, those his puppets, they arose, they jumped at him. Now watch. And remember here, there's already problem here. Follow the mouse. There's already problem here. These are the supporters of this young man. From the spectators, from those who are watching, he has already gathered a lot of support. That's what gives him the mind, the ginger to carry on. He started it. And our people rose up to support him. And that gave him the mind, the ginger, the liberty to continue, because he knows that he's on the right track. He's asking serious questions, serious, very important questions that has to do with human lives. Look at here. They are fighting here already. In the hall there, they are already dragging here. His supporter, the guy is not here. The guy is on the stage. Watch. This is the guy on the stage. This is the guy on the stage. The guy is on the stage, you disrupting Rocha Sokorocha. Watch. What? You see them here. The guy is not here. He's still here on the stage. He's there with Rocha Sokorocha. His supporters are already there, raging, roaring like lions. This is the spirit of Biafrans. This is how Ndibo roll. So the question is, what has changed? How did we get here? Now listen.
Nobody don't touch me. No, man, you don't touch me. Come on, come here. Hey, come on, man. What you mean, come here? Say, come here, man.
You see, he resisted the tyrant. This is what I expected from those who were asking that question yesterday. He resisted the tyrant. He resisted them. He took the police. He took the police, the UK police, official UK police, to beg this guy to leave the hall. Not arrested though. When it happened, people thought he was arrested. No, because the guy came back later to make a video to explain what happened between him and the police. He was never arrested, never detained. He is free till today. Of course, for this moment, I don't know what happened later. The guy is free. You see how all the thugs of Rocha Sokrausa came to take him away. He resisted them. This is the characteristics of Biafran people, or a Biafran. What has changed? And how did we get here? You are going to see it later. Pay attention. You push me, I push you. You push me, I push you. You see Rochas? Did you see Rochas? Watch. He's no longer on stage, on the podium. Rochas Okorawusa is no longer on the podium. Ogaguga Norani Noche. He is now seated. Look at him. He's seated. Because Oman Hausa Bagoka. How would he continue? Kedi if Iru Oyeji will continue. Ifele. Kedi fellow Yeji. Kedi Iru Oyeji continue whatever speech, nonsense speech he wanted to render. Which face? Which face?
Oh, this is good. This is good. This is good.
He took the UK police, because the video continued in another video. It took the UK police to come and they pushed the guy out because they became plenty. They pushed the guy out. The guy has to come back. In the full video, not the full video, another video different from this one. He now took the UK police to intervene in order to ask the guy to leave. Now it is law enforcement agents. The guy has to obey them. Are you paying attention? It did not end here. Now I want to show you another video to show you. Remember, this is United Kingdom. This thing happened in the UK. Are you paying attention? This is UK. Unbelievable. The same UK that Soludo went and cowed our people is the same UK that our people stood their ground to resist tyrannical tendencies of Rocha Sokorawasa. So you ask yourself, what has changed? Now, let me play another video for you. After playing this very video for you, we'll now begin to answer ourselves and our questions. Onanano? I bidona azazio wine. Very critical questions. I need this on wine. What has changed? How did we get here? I want you to pay very close attention to this.
Look at it, this man. Stupid man. Stupid man. Look at him. Look at him, stupid man. Nnamdi Kanu. Look at it, this man. Stupid man. Stupid man. Look at him. Look at him, stupid man. Look at him, he's a useless man.
Ona fuko lukusi aboso. Ndi Biafra no sirike mbabo. Hey, now how did we arrive in this petty situation that we are now? Disaster. Do you see how Biafrans act? Do you see how Biafrans behave? This is who we are. People who are never cowed. So how did we get here? How did we arrive here? What has changed? Pay attention. You all know this. You all know this video. When Ike Kweremadu went to Gariliji na Germany, our people near woto. And in body tell them. Hand they touch them. My Burundi na so slangs. Hand they touch them. Hand they touch. Rocha Sokrausa was lucky that handed, UK is a country that, their law, their law is more strict on the foreigners than the citizens. Unlike other European countries, whereby every law is law, everything is equal. UK, not only that UK's law is more strict to the against the foreigners, not only that, but UK does not like Biafran people. UK Polundi Ibasi. Nnamdi Kanu bụ onye Igbo. You see what they have done to him. UK hate Igbo people. So anything you do as an Igbo man or a Biafran man in UK, if you any slightest mistake you make in UK as a Biafran will cost you a lot. That's why. Or you see all these politicians who usually come to UK, they don't touch them. They don't beat them. They don't drag their clothes. They don't push them around. You can question them. You can disrupt their speech. You can do gara, but you cannot touch them. Because if you touch them, the UK government will deal with you because they are all assets to the United Kingdom. Every Nigerian police is an asset to United Kingdom, because the UK economy is surviving today. 50% of it is coming from Nigeria, and is coming from Biafra land. So every Nigerian politician, be it an Igbo politician serving Nigeria or a Northern politician or Yoruba politician, every Nigerian politician is an asset to the United Kingdom. They treat them with care. They cherish them. They pet them like eggs because they are their assets. It's like you now. You know what it takes. You know how you suffer to build a house or to buy a car. You're going to cherish that car. You're going to, take a very good care of that house or that car or that company that you have built. Is your asset. You cannot allow anything to get near it. That is the reason why if they do this thing now they did to Ike Kuremadu here, if they do this to any Igbo politician or Nigerian politician in UK, there will be a problem. They are going to mark all their faces and arrest all of them. They will arrest all of them. If they do this same thing they did to Ike Kuremadu in Germany, if they do it to any politician, even to the same Ike Kuremadu, if they do this same thing to any Nigerian politician in UK, they will mark all their faces and arrest them. You know why? Not only that they hate Biafrans, they also treat the politicians, Nigerian politicians, as their assets. So they don't want anything to happen to them because they are their assets. They are using them to boost their economy by milking Nigeria. You understand? So the best thing you can do in UK when you are facing these tyrants from Nigeria is to resist them, to disrupt them, question them, stand your ground. They're not going to beat you. If they beat you, you sue them. They cannot beat you up. They can't do anything to you. You sue them. They will pay. Even though they are assets, law will still prevail. Law will definitely prevail. So they know they cannot touch you. So what do you have to do? You use the power that the law has given you, which is to resist tyranny. You resist them. When they try to push you away, you resist them. Let the police come and beg you to go. Then you know you have made history. But when they bully you the same way they bullied all these idiots, and then other ones will be quiet like fools that they are. They are all fools, cowards. How did we get here? I will tell you. Pay attention to this.
Look at it, foolish man, stupid man, stupid man. Look at him. Look at him, stupid man. Look at him, he's a useless man. He's running. He's running. He's running. He's running. He's running. He will come out.
Oh, but they not outside. He ran away from those outside who were beating him from outside, thinking that he was going to get shelter from when he ran inside. He ran inside, and it was even worse inside. They beat him from inside, and he has to run out again. No peace for the wicked. Oh yeah, America, Madonna, Germany. Pay attention.
He must come out.
A shameless criminal wearing in Chicago. That is how they bastardize Igbo culture. A shameless criminal wearing in Chicago, Igbo cultural attire. Shameless man.
You don't need you here. You don't need you. He must go.
They beat
the fans are telling him to go. He must go. He must leave here. He must leave here. Look at it, policeman.
Now, why did I show you these two videos? The first one for Hope Rocha Sokorausa, and second one, Ike Kuremadu. I showed you these videos to refresh your memory, to remind you how it all happened. And then ask ourselves, how did we now finally get here? The way things are going now, how did we get here? What happened? You know what happened? Now I'm going to tell you. The kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu and the arrest of Ekpa and their subsequent imprisonment demoralizing the Igbo. And that very situation is, now pay attention now, this is the essence of this program. That very situation is exactly the situation that the politicians want Ndi Igbo to be in. The Igbo politicians in Igbo land want the Biafra people to be in this particular ugly situation, in this quagmire that we are now. It benefits them. That is where they want us to be. That's why when you are talking about the release of Nnamdi Kanu, they don't pay attention to it. You see what they did to the guy asking question about Nnamdi Kanu. His treatment was even more brutal than the last guy. Because the politicians have gotten us in a position that they want us to be. Pay very close attention. This is the main thing now. Remember, the question is, how did we get here? What has changed? The imprisonment of Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Samanep and Joko, these are two honorable Ndi Igbo. The moral boosters of Ndi Igbo. The moral boosters of Ndi Igbo, especially Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The moral boosters of Ndi Igbo. Ndị Igbo fasige na-aga, na-agasi ike, ịma Ndị Igbo tụrụ inu sị na onye nna ya dunyere oli na-eji ọkpa agbari dọọ. Onye nna ya dunyere oli na-eji ọkpa gbawa dọọ completely. Because nna ya kwughị n'azụ. These are men bụ fasige na-aga, na-agasi ike with confidence. And these criminal politicians know that Biafra people has gotten too much confidence that they can now speak without fear. They can now confront them without fear. And they don't like it. They don't like the situation. They want in a situation that they will be fully in control of everything. I say, shut up, you shut up. Just the same thing Soludo did in UK. Soludo did not go to UK with any juju. It's not about juju. Alose anara FMba awafa. Alose anara FMba awafa. Or inu Ndi Igbo. And that is pure. Onwe reason Ndi Igbo ji wetu oya bụ inu. So Soludo did not go to UK with juju. It's not juju. He did not shut anybody up with juju. It's because the morals of Ndi Igbo has been demoralized. Are you paying attention? Eji dikena abune ekuru Igbo. Eji. And all these politicians eji there because they know that once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is outside, the confidence of the Biafran people will be on top of the mountain Kilimanjaro. Mountain Everest. If there's any other highest mountain, you tell me in the comment section. So what do? They made sure that they silenced two of them in order to demoralize the Biafra people, in order to demoralize the Igbo people so that they can be able to catch them and hold them in their blockers. That is the situation that we have found ourselves. And it's a big disaster. You see what happened in UK? Soludo will come back. Soludo will come back. He will come back to Anambra and he will continue his job. Nothing will happen. And he will travel again, even in this same Germany. Let me tell you today, like a prophecy, but I'm not a prophet. If any of the politicians come in this same Germany where this thing happened, I'm telling you, I am telling you, nothing will still happen. They will allow them, render their speeches and go back. Nothing will happen. Because the morale of our people is down. Igbos and Biafrans at large have been demoralized with the imprisonment of Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. Because they know that if Nnamdi Kanu is outside, there is extra boost that we have. Because these are people that will tell you, Naga, Nakungenazu. Mora high, Mora de high. So, but there are two ways we can navigate the situation. There are two ways. Number one way is to turn, oh my God, oh jiggy, my broker papa just obiam naro. Number one, pay attention now. This is now the situation, the solution now. We have seen the problem. Now, what is the situation? I will tell you, there are two ways, only two ways. If he fails, we are all doomed. The disaster will eat deep. It will cause earthquake. Ndi Igbo, Biafrans at large, we are doomed. We will be gone if not utilized. We have two ways. Two ways to remedy the ugly situation that we found ourselves. Number one is to turn the disadvantage into advantage. I want you to pay very close attention. The number one way to remedy this situation, this very ugly situation that has befallen our people, is to turn the disadvantage into advantage. How do we turn it into advantage? When Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped from Kenya, we did not back down. Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko made a comment. He said, we are going to make the keeping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the prison more expensive than releasing him. Some of you must have forgotten that very statement. That was an iconic statement. Some of them who are fighting Simon Ekpa did not know that Simon Ekpa have done and said so many iconic things that requires documentation. You understand? He made a comment, public comment, that we are going to make the detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu more expensive than releasing him. And it happened. It happened. Musa was crying up and down. Zoo government was crying. It took the Boko Haram founder, Kashim Shettima, to travel from Nigeria all the way to Finland. Sat with a Finnish president. What was his name? Alexandra Stubb, to negotiate how they can arrest and jail Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko for their own benefit, for Finland benefit. And it happened. Making the keeping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the dungeon more expensive than releasing him. What does that mean? We turned the disadvantage into advantage. We utilized the situation into our own advantage, and Nigeria was panicking. The zoo was panicking because we were very, very smart. I also made that comment, that kind of comment, not exactly that, but that kind of comment. When Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko was arrested, I said, let us prove to the zoo and Finland that arresting Simon Ekpa cannot stop the restoration of Biafra or the redeclaration of Biafra. I could remember vividly, Adadorama called me on phone. When that thing happened, when the news spread, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko has been arrested, Adadorama called me. She was panicking. Almost, shedding tears. And she said, this thing happened now that we are about to redeclare Biafra. Therefore, the Biafra redeclaration is not going to happen again. I told her, no. That time, the message has not come from my Simon and Joko to suspend the redeclaration. That time, the message has not come. It was very fresh from yard. The moment that my Simon was arrested, I told her, we are going to go to Finland. We will prove to the zoo. Stand on that podium to redeclare Biafra. We will go. We will take it. Because that will prove to Nigeria that with the arrest of Masamone and Joko, Biafra will still emerge. And they will make the arrest of Masamone and Joko useless to them than allowing him free, which will be even more easier for them to negotiate. I told her, if she can remember, she will tell you. She called me on phone and was panicking. I told her, listen, it's not going to stop us. Rather, it is time to show them our resilience. Little did I know that those who were even going to the Finland already have their own agendas. Little did I know. Until that message came from Masamon, according to them, the Masamon said that they should cancel the redeclaration. Until that message came, that time they were very, very far away from me. They were already concentrating on the Finland convention. It was impossible for me to get hold of any of them. And they went to do the abracadabra, which they did, put shame on themselves in Finland. You understand? So this is the situation. What do? We must take advantage. The arrest and imprisonment of these two gallant men should be a moral boosting for us. Instead of to die, to arise. Instead of get down, we arise. Because their fate is in our own hands. You understand? So, knowing fully well that their fate is in our hand is another opportunity for us to rise. Because if we do not fight for them, they will all die in jail. Nnamdi Kanu life jail or life imprisonment. Life jail. There are only two ways. Only two ways. Number one, we fight for him. Number two, but not surrender Biafra. They will release him and compensate him. Then tomorrow, some of you are saboteur. Some of you who refuse to fight for him. The likes of all these criminals who have hijacked the struggle, gave themselves titles. Now them go still call Nnamdi Kanu a saboteur in order to boost their own ego and their own status. You understand? So that is number one way to navigate the situation. One of the solutions. We have two ways to resurrect. Two ways to take advantage, to boost our morals, that if our leaders are in this situation, it is us that will save them, not the oppressors who have silenced them and placed them where they are. We are the ones to rescue them. So that should be an advantage to us, the moral boosting to us. That's why people who are serious fighting for freedom, when their leader is arrested, they add more layers to what they were doing before. They add more energy to what they were doing before. They add more morale. They add more aggression to what they were doing before. Take Ambazonia, for instance. Take even Biafra as instance. When Masamone was kidnapped and rendition to the zoo. Take what happened for instance. You understand? So we are going to utilize the advantage, the opportunity, to make it our own advantage in order to boost our morale, knowing fully well that the fate of our gallant, these our men, our leaders, those that we are looking up to, their fate, our leader Nnamdi Kanu and our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoko, who of course is bouncing, that their fate is in our hands. We take it upon ourselves and move forward. That is one advantage. That is anger. The main advantage there is the anger of the situation that they put us. The situation we see our leader, the situation we see our Prime Minister. The anger now, the anger should be what we are going to use as an advantage. That is number one. Remember that last word. The anger of the situation is what should boost our morale, and we utilize it as an advantage to push further, to push forward, to navigate the situation, raise ourselves from the dead. Because this type of shame that happened in United Kingdom yesterday is unspeakable, despicable, unbelievable, and unacceptable. You understand? So the second solution to this is that we must show that we are not ready. Let me bring that guy. Let me bring him back while I address the second solution, because the second solution is also lying in our own hands. It's also in our hands. So let me bring him back to the screen. The second solution is very, very vital. The second solution to this quagmire that we found ourselves into is to show these people that in as much as they try to cage us by jailing our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, and our Prime Minister all the way in Finland, in as much as they prove to us that they have the power, they have the political power to do those things, we are going to prove to them as masses that we also have the power to ignore them. That is the second solution. To redeem ourselves, to boost us, to show who we are, to redeem ourselves from this mess, this disaster that we have found ourselves. The second solution, which is very, very critical and vital, is to show them, to prove to them that we still have the power as masses. Because if Soludo had come to that place, that UK where he was yesterday, and nobody showed up there, it's only few saboteurs that are looking for his pocket. If he looks around and see that those who were there are his own people who are waiting for him to share money to them, those that help him to organize the occasion, that the only ones who are there, but the real people that he wants to talk to are not there, they are nowhere to be found. He will go back to Anambra and rethink. If he had come there and met only those 6 people who are supporting him, who were, pushing those guys away, he did not see the real people he wanted to talk to. The real Ndibo, the real Anambra in UK. He didn't see them. Those he doesn't know. Those he want to meet and speak to. He did not see them. Nobody's there to ask him any question. Nobody's there to listen to his speech. It's only those few guys who organized that occasion. Then he will know that the people have taken back their power, that the arrest, the kidnap of their leader, Nnamdi Kanu, and their Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, did not deter them. Rather, it boosted their morale. Rather, they are angry at us for doing that. They are very, very angry at us for doing such thing. For kidnapping their leader and jailing them. You understand? But when he came there, everybody's there. Your Excellency, Chukuma Soludo, Ngambafo, Your Excellency, moral high for him. That is the only reason why I say shut up. I say shut up. Ignoring them will strictly get back the power to the masses. Just like city idiots coming for rally. They arrive in the rally, they see nobody. What do you think will happen? These are the situations. These are the remedies. So you listening to me, especially you from abroad, you hear that there's a rally somewhere, one politician is coming to somewhere, you call your people and tell them, don't show your face. You are their hope. You are their breadwinner. They listen to you. If I see you, they count me out in your life. They will listen to you. They pay attention. They believe you. You are their hope. You are their breadwinners. You are living in abroad. You are sending money, taking care of them from Obodo. Why wouldn't they listen to you? But when they say they are coming, you do nothing. You that are listening to me now that are living abroad, you do absolutely nothing. Then your family members, they will go. They will go. And when they come for rally and see them, guess what? They think that the people are with them. People are listening to them. So it left for you to do the needful. You have your own role to play here. Ignore them. This ignorance will completely return the power back to the people. And it will prove to them that the people are mad at them for doing what they did to Nnamdi Kanu and Ekpa and Joko. They'll begin to rethink. I'm going to share, I don't know, should I share link or should I open the phone? I don't know who wants to make a contribution because this is our main topic today, and I believe that our, analysis and broadcast has yielded a very, very, very good fruit. So let me, of course, open the line. For anyone who wants to make a contribution, I will just receive like one call maybe. If anyone wants to make a contribution, wherever you're watching from, the number is on your screen. You can just call me now, and make your contribution because we'll be shutting down very soon. I don't want this broadcast to go beyond 2 hours.
Okay. Soludo me na ejuwe town meeting o me ndị Anambra ndị Igbo wee ju ebe a. Mana ọ dị nka Soludo ọchị ndị udo ga-achị from Anambra wee bata London.
As the video is playing, you can call if you want to make any contribution, because after the video, I will shut down the broadcast.
Esi town hall na bata nke Soludo me na ejuwe town hall meeting o me ndị Anambra ndị Igbo wee ju ebe a. Mana ọ dị nka Soludo ọchị ndị udo ga-achị from Anambra wee bata London. Maka ndị security nọ there nọ na-agado ndị mmadụ aka n'ukwu. Ịchọ ịjụ ajụjụ ọ ịjụ ajụjụ fana like agado gị aka n'ukwu atọpụ gị. Ụmụ onye IPOB jụọ ajụjụ si biko His Excellency ka ife ị na-eme maka Nnamdi Kanu. Akụrụ onye nke a agaghị aka n'ukwu gapụ ya.
Are you willing to ask President Tinubu to immediately release Nnamdi Kanu and other innocent Biafrans held in various detention facilities?
Placard owepụta ka ogosi Soludo. Chief of Staff narị ya dọka ya.
It's okay. Take them out. Take them out from here. Let the peppers out, please. They have to go. It's okay. Finish now. It's okay. Everybody go to your seat. It's okay. Everybody go to your seat. Everybody go to your seat.
Thank you very much.
When we kept up, we see okay. Now you are an engineer in England. Now last time Soludo there, no promise in the Anambra 10,000 units of housing. Now this is 4 years now. Oneki Imego. Soludo felt his, intellectual integrity was put on the spot. I said, the guy, shut up. I was shocked.
What's wrong for the government to tell you to shut up? That's very wrong. No, you and I asked the question, what else did I do? And the government need to know that it's wrong for you to say so. You just get privilege. So
the governor asked you to shut up, right?
Yes, that's very wrong.
He's only will shut up. When he won't spend his time, spend his transport, to be a corner, call your guy to as governor. He said, shut up. So more we just say, His Excellency one for Soludo. Now, this gentleman felt humiliated because you told him to shut up. Could you please apologize to him?
Is me. They will ask me. If you have such questions, you know what? Write them down. If you have suggestions that you say, anytime I say the governor that you couldn't send to me, I have only one phone number, one phone. I have only one phone, and that's the number I have on my WhatsApp.
Sorry, the gentleman felt humiliated because you said to him, shut up. Can you address that area, please? It's okay, it's a gentleman, he's going to answer. I'm not aggressive. Am I aggressive? Am I aggressive? Or aggressive question, Kobo. His security is Nnamdi Kanu. Chief of staff, Ernest. Do you know how many million people that are seeing you right now? Do you know how many million people that are seeing you? Sorry. Okay, no, don't push me. Don't push me. Don't push me. And move. Don't push me. Why pushing me? Why pushing me? Why pushing me? Why pushing me though? Why pushing me? Why? Look at these guys. Look at this thing. Why you pushing me? Leave my phone. You can't touch my phone. You can't touch my phone.
Put your cameras off. You're passing.
Take my phone. Isn't the Ochipandi Dogati where Bata? London. The security teacher aggressive. So no oh yeah me Ekpa meru P2B jealous. Open no P2B ka somebody try to the security stop was P2B.
Of course, I won't be playing where he's trying to use my platform to promote P2B. P2B that killed Biafrans and dumped their dead bodies in the Ezu River. You know, these people who usually promote P2B because what P2B did not touch them. What P2B did as a governor did not affect their any of their family members. That's why they usually promote them. Now, on that note, we are going to end the broadcast. Since you did not call, so I want to believe that everybody concur. Everybody concur with what I have, analyzed and addressed here. And I'm very, 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 very happy and thankful for our discerning spirit. Very, very happy that everybody understands. Sometimes when we feel you won't be able to speak. That is tonight's broadcast. It's quite deep, very, very deep. And the solution which I have outlined, we only have two, not plenty, so you don't say you are confused. We only have two solutions. Number one, use advantage of what has seemed to be disadvantage to us, to Biafran people, which is the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu, the arrest of Ekpa and Joko, and their subsequent imprisonment as an advantage, a morale boosting to push forward, to rise from the dead, and say, no, we can't go back. We cannot take it. Those genuine ones, those who are genuine, should rise up. Rise up. You will be called very, very soon. Ka Chineke nna m ebere ka ife a na-ahazi ka onwe isi a ga-akpọgo oku. Akpọgo oku ịza. We are going to use the situation as an advantage to raise our morale once again, push forward, and make sure that our leaders are released. Listen, the release of Nnamdi Kanu and the release of especially Nnamdi Kanu, because he's the one in the zoo. He's the one in the zoo. Masamane Banjoko will definitely win his appeal. He will win the appeal. Because even our fight in the zoo, our fight in Biafra land against the zoo will affect the zoo directly, not Finland. Our fight in Biafra land will directly affect the zoo, not Finland. Masamane Banjoko will be released, not by Biafran's pressure. There are two ways Masamane Banjoko will be released. Either he wins his appeal outrightly, or Finland is put under pressure by the international communities like United States of America. That's the only way, only two ways that Masamane Banjoko will be released. For Nnamdi Kanu, there's also two ways. Masamane Banjoko will be released two ways. One out of two. The same with Nnamdi Kanu, but they are different. Nnamdi Kanu will be released either pressure from us, the Biafra people, the fighters, or pressure from the world powers like United States of America. So these are very clear and simple, very clear ways, not simple, clear ways, very clear ways. So let us get ready and work towards this. Thank you, my people. Thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. Thank you for paying attention. And do not be discouraged. Do not be demoralized. We are heading somewhere. And I want to assure you, that God in heaven is with us. May God bless you all. Continue praying for our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Continue praying for our Prime Minister, Masamane Banjoko. Continue praying for our men. Continue praying for our men. That Chukwu will continue to grant them victory. Will continue to safeguard them. Will continue to keep them. And I pray in the name of Chukwu Kikabiam, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, that whatever you lay hand upon that is genuine, you shall prosper. I pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. He say, may God bless you all, bless our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, bless our Prime Minister, and bless our men on ground. Bye for now.